Across Africa, farmers face a crisis that threatens not only their livelihoods, but the very foundation of food security for millions. In 2026, the challenges have reached a critical point, with families and entire communities feeling the strain. The land that once provided abundance now yields less each season, and the uncertainty grows with every passing year. Climate change is now a daily reality. Rains are unpredictable, droughts are longer, and pastures are vanishing. Rivers that once flowed year-round have dried to a trickle, and the soil is cracked and lifeless. Farmers watch the skies, hoping for rain that often never comes, while their animals search for grass that has all but disappeared. The unpredictability of the weather has made planning impossible. Families anxiously check forecasts, but technology offers little comfort when the climate itself is changing so rapidly. The cost of farming inputs has soared, driven by global instability and disrupted supply chains. Fertilizer, seeds, and animal feed are now luxuries for many, and empty shelves in rural stores are a common sight. Every trip to the market is a reminder of how much harder it is to make ends meet. Smallholder farmers, the backbone of African agriculture, are hit hardest, struggling to afford feed and medicine. These families depend on their livestock for survival, but with rising costs and dwindling resources, keeping animals healthy has become a daily battle. Many are forced to turn to traditional remedies and community support, but even these time-honored solutions are stretched thin in the face of such adversity. Exotic cattle breeds, once prized for their productivity, are failing in the face of heat, disease, and poor grazing. These animals, bred for different climates, cannot withstand the harsh new realities of Africa's changing environment. Each animal lost to these pressures is a devastating financial blow. For many families, the loss of even a single cow can mean the difference between sending children to school or going hungry. Land is degrading, water is scarce, and traditional ways of life are under threat. The very landscape is changing, with dust storms and eroded fields replacing once fertile ground. Communities that have farmed for generations now face an uncertain future. Young people are leaving rural areas, seeking better prospects in cities. The exodus of youth means fewer hands to work the land, and the knowledge of generations risks being lost. Yet, amidst these challenges, there is resilience. Farmers are coming together, sharing knowledge, and experimenting with drought-resistant crops and hardy local cattle breeds. The search for a resilient, sustainable, and truly African solution is now a matter of survival. In this storm of hardship, a new hope is emerging. Across the continent, innovation and determination are lighting the way forward, offering a glimpse of a future where Africa's farmers can thrive once again. Enter the Nguni cattle, an ancient breed, perfectly adapted to Africa's challenges. With their striking multicolored hides and calm demeanor, these cattle have become a symbol of endurance and adaptability across the continent. For centuries, Nguni have thrived in southern Africa, shaped by relentless drought, searing heat, and the constant threat of disease. Their story is woven into the landscape, surviving where other breeds might falter. Recent studies reveal their unique genetic blend: African taurine, Indocene, Zebu, and a touch of European taurine. This rare combination has given rise to a breed with remarkable diversity, both in appearance and in hardiness. This genetic mix gives them not only heat tolerance and disease resistance, but also the ability to thrive on poor grazing and limited water. Nguni cattle can make the most of even the harshest environments, turning adversity into opportunity. Unlike imported breeds, Nguni are not a single uniform type, but a collection of ecotypes, each one uniquely adapted to the local climate, vegetation, and challenges of its region. This diversity is their strength. Their medium size means lower feed needs, making them more sustainable for smallholder farmers. The distinctive, patterned hides are not only beautiful, but also hold deep cultural significance, often used in traditional ceremonies and crafts. Dark skin protects them from the harsh African sun, while their sleek, short coats help them cope with intense heat. These physical traits are more than just adaptations. They are the result of generations of natural selection. Nguni cattle are not just survivors. They are a breed built for Africa, embodying resilience, resourcefulness, and a deep connection to the land and its people. Their genetics are a blueprint for resilience, offering valuable lessons for sustainable farming and the future of livestock in a changing world. The Nguni's adaptability is truly unmatched, setting them apart from other cattle breeds found across Africa and beyond. Over centuries, These remarkable animals have evolved to survive and even thrive in some of the continent's most challenging environments, from arid plains to rocky hillsides. Where other breeds might struggle or fail, Nguni cattle flourish. Their resilience is legendary among farmers, who have come to rely on their ability to withstand drought, heat, and poor grazing conditions. Their bodies are finely tuned to the African climate. Nguni cattle regulate their body temperature with remarkable efficiency, allowing them to graze comfortably even under the scorching midday sun, when most other cattle seek shade and rest. Unlike many breeds that require lush pastures, Nguni cattle are able to eat tough, fibrous plants that grow in dry, depleted soils. They browse on thorny shrubs and acacia bushes, making the most of whatever forage is available, no matter how poor the quality. This remarkable ability to utilize low-quality forage means they require far less supplemental feed than other cattle. For farmers, this translates to lower costs, less dependence on expensive imported feed, and greater independence from global market fluctuations. Water scarcity is less of a threat to the Nguni. These cattle can travel long distances in search of water and endure extended dry spells, making them ideal for regions where rainfall is unpredictable. Their hard, durable hooves are perfectly suited for navigating rocky, uneven terrain, where softer-footed breeds might struggle or become injured. With their lighter frames, Nguni cattle tread gently on fragile rangelands, helping to preserve delicate ecosystems and prevent overgrazing. The Nguni breed is a living example of low-input, high-resilience farming, an approach that is increasingly vital in the face of climate change and environmental uncertainty. Nguni cattle don't just survive, they flourish, confidently moving through Africa's toughest environments and providing a reliable source of livelihood for countless families. For farmers, this means greater security, more sustainable herds, and the promise of a future where livestock can adapt to a changing world. The Nguni is more than just a breed. It's the future of climate-smart livestock, embodying resilience, adaptability, and hope for generations to come. Disease devastates herds, but Nguni cattle stand strong. Their immune systems, honed over centuries, fend off local parasites and deadly tick-borne illnesses. Farmers spend less on chemical treatments. Nguni are tick-wise, carrying fewer ticks and recovering quickly from bites. Their resistance extends to internal parasites and diseases like trypanosomiasis. Lower vet bills and reduced need for antibiotics make farming more profitable and sustainable. Fewer chemicals mean healthier soils and water, and less risk of drug-resistant parasites. Nguni cattle offer a natural, eco-friendly approach to herd health. For smallholders, this resilience is revolutionary. Working with nature, not against it, is the Nguni way. Nguni cattle are renowned for their fertility and strong maternal instincts. Heifers mature early and cows calve regularly, often producing a healthy calf each year. Calving is easy, rarely needing human help, thanks to their build and smaller calves. Fiercely protective mothers ensure low calf mortality and healthy, thriving offspring. Farmers save time and money, avoiding costly interventions and bottle feeding. Herds grow quickly and reliably, offering a steady return on investment. This reproductive efficiency is a game changer for smallholders. Nguni cattle provide a self-sustaining cycle of growth. For rural families, this means security and hope for the future. The Nguni's gift of life is the foundation of resilient farming. Nguni cattle farming is accessible and empowering. Low maintenance needs mean lower startup costs, no expensive feed, shelters, or constant medication. Community-based feedlots let smallholders pool resources, making farming more inclusive. Women and youth are seizing new opportunities, building independent livelihoods, and challenging old norms. Nguni cattle's manageable size and docile nature make them ideal for women-led enterprises. Young people are finding pride and profit in Nguni farming, reconnecting with heritage while building modern businesses. This is more than subsistence. It's smart, sustainable entrepreneurship. The Nguni is opening doors for Africa's next generation. A movement is growing to preserve pure Nguni genetics. Farmers now value resilience and adaptability over size, resisting crossbreeding with exotic cattle. The Nguni's patterned hides are a living cultural language, connecting communities to their heritage. Purebred Nguni fetch premium prices at auctions, rewarding authenticity and genetic integrity. This economic incentive encourages more farmers to maintain pure herds. Despite past challenges, the Nguni's genetic diversity remains strong. Preserving the breed safeguards both cultural identity and future adaptability. Tradition and progress unite in the Nguni's story. The Nguni cattle represent a new era of African farming, sustainable, resilient, and rooted in heritage. Their low impact on land and water offers hope against environmental degradation. Embracing Nguni is a return to indigenous wisdom and a break from unsustainable foreign systems. Farmers reclaim their identity and build pride through this living heritage. The Nguni's rise is a story of hope, intelligence, and adaptation. For smallholders, it's a pathway to prosperity. For communities, a source of empowerment. The answers to Africa's challenges are found in its own rich inheritance. The Nguni is more than livestock, it's a promise for a resilient future.